Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, Computer Basics. My name is Lydia, and I'm here to teach you the foundational basics on how to use computers and other electronics. Today we'll be learning how to adjust the volume of sounds from your computer. Some days I'm scared to turn on a video on my computer because I'm not sure where my volume is. That means when I turn it on, sometimes it may be braying like a horse. And we don't want that. So how do you change and adjust your volume to your preference? Well, there are many ways to adjust volume. One way is by looking at your keyboard. On your keyboard, you will typically see a symbol resembling the top 3 buttons boxed in the right corner. Try looking for it on your own. These buttons are often found on the top line of the keyboard. So how do you use these buttons? Well, one button often has several curves next to this symbol. I often think of the symbol as a megaphone, and when the megaphone has many curves next to it, resembling the sound vibrations, it means that very loud sound is coming out of the megaphone. So when you click this button, the volume will increase and the sound that you hear will get louder. Now remember, you have to press this key several times because the volume will only increase marginally. So the more that you press the button, the louder it will get. Next to this button, you will see a similar looking button, but instead, out of the megaphone is only one curve. So unlike the one before, less sound is coming out of the megaphone. It's quieter. So when you press this button, the volume will decrease and you will have quieter sounds coming out of your computer. Like the key before, you have to press this button several times as the volume only decreases marginally. Lastly, you will see a megaphone sometimes with no curves next to it, or it is X'd out, and this means that it will mute the volume. In other words, when you press this key, the volume will turn off. However, if you press this key again, it will turn the volume on, which means this button is like an on and off button. It will completely turn off the volume or it will completely turn on the volume. It does not decrease or increase volume at all. Now let's take a closer look at the keyboard that was seen earlier. This one looks a little different to the symbols that I've shown you, but the functions are the same. On the leftmost key, we see there is an X next to the megaphone. That means when you click this button, it will either completely mute all sound, and when you press it again, it will completely turn on sound. The one next to it in the center has a minus next to the megaphone. That means when you click on this key, the volume will be decreased. Remember, you have to press this key several times in order for the volume to decrease a lot. Similarly, the one on the rightmost has a plus next to it. You have to press this key several times in order to increase the volume by a lot. Remember, only the 2 keys on the right need to be pressed multiple times to change the volume. The leftmost key only needs to be pressed once in order to turn on or off the volume. As you can see, each one is named, and remember, the one on the left silences volume, the one in the middle decreases volume, and the one on the right increases volume. Let's look at a different keyboard. It has symbols resembling the ones that I had shown you. it all serves the same function. As you can see, on the very right, there's a megaphone with many curves next to it, meaning that it increases volume. In the middle, we see one that has only one curve, which means it decreases volume. And on the left, we see a megaphone with no curves next to it. That means it silences volume or it completely turns it on. On your screen, you will see a symbol that usually represents how much you are increasing or decreasing volume. For example, it may have a number from 0 to 100. The lower the number, the quieter the sounds. Sometimes it may have a bar. And the more the bar is filled up, the greater the sound is. When the bar is not filled up and is pretty empty, then the sound is quieter. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and to subscribe to follow along for the next videos. Comment with any questions or concerns that you would like to be addressed.